All right, so we're gonna dive into the phồng. Correct my pronunciation in the comments below. I'm sure you will. But let's just call this glutinous rice puff ball as well. Just like probably a lot of you, I saw this video on the internet and you just see these giant balls of dough being puffed up. And they look like they're savory, but when I was doing the stuff, I was like, oh, coconut milk is sugar, so it's kind of sweet. And then I became like super interested and I said, you know what? Maybe I can do this. So after doing some digging and some research, I think we got it. And what that is a combination of sticky rice, split mung beans, coconut milk, and sugar. Now, this mung bean is pre-split and the glutinous rice, which is the sticky rice, have been soaked. They've been soaking for about an hour or so, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these ingredients and then turn them into a workable dough. So we really want to pre-soak the stuff so there's not these kernels that when we work this into the dough and knead it, if there's any large particles left, it's gonna create a rip in the dough, right? Because it's not uniform in texture. Super simple, get a bowl. Put in your sticky rice, this is about 2 cups pre-soaked. Then I also have the mung beans. Got about 1 cup of coconut milk, just like this. And then some sugar. What you should have done, which I didn't do, is dissolve the sugar in the coconut milk first because it's easier. But we live dangerously. I'm gonna add a little pinch of salt. We're gonna put about 1/4 cup of water just to give it a little bit of extra life. Now we got a mixture. We just need to put it in our rice cooker. Just cook it like any normal rice. I'm coming at this as a fan of seeing this online and just being like, how? So that's what we're trying to figure out. It's just how. Can we? Can you do this? You can, I can, we can, together as one. Here we go. So, fancy handle, it's done, and we're gonna take a little reveal here. Don't open things where steam comes out. This is sticky rice. Keyword, sticky. This is the stickiest substance on the planet. Then I realized, non-stick spray. So you're gonna get a mixing bowl here because you do have to knead this like a dough. You can do it with your hands. A lot of people put it down on a board, oil the entire board, get rubber gloves, oil those rubber gloves. I'm just gonna use a dough hook. So I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna drop it in. Let me grab my stand mixer, like so. Never really done this backwards. Dough hook, that goes on. And I can't emphasize enough. Oil each part. So we're gonna start it. We're gonna see it start breaking up, and we wanna take it to the point where you're not seeing any large particles left, because those large particles are gonna create little tears and holes when you fry. So we really wanna work it like it's an actual dough. This is just kind of like the cleanest, most contained way that I think you can get it done. All right, so we have a dough. So we have our bowl, like so. Take it off. It's done. Now, we're ready to fry. All right, we did learn something while the cameras were cut, is that do not cook the rice on a quick cook mode. We tried that before, and we had to stop down for a while because quick cook modes don't fully incorporate the mung beans. Now, if you look at one before, you'll see a lot of little spots of the mung beans still in it. Look at this one now. We just did the full cook, and now we actually have a good dough. So, had to take a little break, had to figure that out, and now we're back with an actual dough. And you can see that there's gonna be a huge difference, even that you can do this, as you probably can tell. We sometimes mess up. And that's fine, we figure it out. All right, so now I have my wok set up here. I want to coat my spatulas because I'm gonna be working it, kind of kneading it in the oil itself. I'm gonna lightly oil my hands right now, and I'm gonna pull a piece out of this, and I'm gonna form it maybe the size of a hockey puck. And I'm gonna drop it, I'm gonna lay it out, and then I'm gonna kind of be working it. See these guys, they keep pressing down on it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep pressing down on it. We're gonna keep kneading it over and over again. So I'm moving it around, I'm keeping it together. This is not working. Listen, these Vietnamese guys are like, bah, 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 bah. Like, it's crazy. I am obviously an amateur here. They use the bottom of the wok, kind of help shape it, which is what we're gonna do. Ready? And then see, this guy wants to come up. Nice little ball. He wants to go. He wants to go. At this point, so we have that one, right? Not the most biggest, beautiful puff ball, but it's hollow, it's fried. I think we can do better. We're catching on right now. Let's do it. All right, fry down, fry down, fry down. Keep that oil hot. We're starting to puff. See, I'm gonna spoon it. As soon as I start spooning it like that, boom, that little dent comes back. We're gonna do the little side roll. Oh my God, it's getting better, you guys. It's buoyant. Look how it just bobs around because it's so filled with air and it's airtight. Look at that. So what do we learn? Quick cook doesn't work on the rice. Also, bump that temperature up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got the temp correct. Now, big guy. Let's go for it. And a little flippy flop. It's done. All right, hold on. Yeah, I killed it. God damn it, it was there too. We tried the big one, and it's tough. It's tough to do on a tiny little wok. Trial 1, right here, okay? Trial 2, what were the hurdles? The hurdles were long cooking on the mung beans, so we make sure they break up, right? So that it doesn't just splay out. The other hurdle is temperature, right? You want higher temperature. You don't want to start slow because they'll start to splay out. And then the third thing is wok size, right? You need a bigger wok with more surface area so you could roll the dough a little bit better inside the pan. Let's try the not so pretty one because I want to save it. It's got the coconut in there. Oftentimes these are served with like chicken dishes, a little bit of spice, so you have kind of like a nice sweet kind of cooling element with something more spicy that you can, they cut them down here and they depress them a little bit and you can actually serve food inside of this. So, what did we learn? That of all that you can do this was probably the most challenging thing to do. That you learn that these street vendors in Vietnam are amazing. Like the skill in which they do that, the size in which they do it is incredible, and we gotta give it up to them. Now, if you have one of those big woks, these are, and you wanna do the big guy, send me a video on Instagram, I'll repost it and be like, this person killed it. Or if you got a restaurant with a big wok, invite me over, I wanna do a big one. That's it for today. For more videos like this, click right here. Don't beep with mac and cheese, Cliff. Why you gotta do that? But I may be on your side.